Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we have some news updates for you from around Atlanta Smiles. It's Wednesday, April 23rd. Before we get into it, please remember to subscribe to The Thaiger. Press that like button, maybe even share to stay up to date on all things Thailand. Now, today, we've got a whole lot of misbehaving people in store for you. First, the badly behaving foreigners in the form of Pattaya bar fights and lazy Phuket travelers. Then, badly behaving monks in the form of a 50-year sentence for temple embezzlement, not to mention the ones drinking and sniffing glue. After that, we've got ladyboys getting naughty and then getting fined over viral Songkran videos. And finally, we've got a funeral gone wild, baby, as a family honors a man's final wish to have exotic dancers at the ceremony. Can you believe it? Before we get into it, though, Jay, can you tell us a little bit about our sponsor?
I'll tell you what, Alex. I love my home.
Me too.
And if you love your home or want to find a loving home, check out fazbaz.com. They're the largest real estate portal in the country.
No matter where you're in Thailand. Not even just in Thailand. Beyond these borders.
That's actually true. Yeah, they're all over.
For sure. Yeah. So, anyways, just go look. Just have a little browse. Have a little virtual tour.
Yeah.
And tell them we sent you.
Just check if the carpet matched the
Don't say it.
the flooring. I just learned that. I just learned what that actually means, which Alex taught me because America has.
Yeah. We'll explain that joke after the show. Anyways, all right. Not the only thing we got to plug. Color as well, guys. Trey, you there? Colors up. Let's go. May 9th, Boris Brescia on Cloud 11. I canceled a Phuket trip to do this. I was supposed to go down to Phuket. Yeah. Because I've been saying I'm going to go, and I want to go. I'm not skipping. So we're going to
my dad's birthday. It's my dad's birthday. The day.
Really?
Yeah, on May 10th.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're planning to not get there.
Yeah, but gotcha. Boris Brescia. I mean, you can't go to a Boris Brescia party and not have a little, woo-woo.
It's going to be, maybe one of those hangover days, May 10th, but we'll see how we go. In any case, we hope to see you there. You guys can get your tickets right now in the description below. You'll find a link. Not the only thing I got to plug, though, Jay. We got a big comedy and rock and roll show as well.
Wow.
That's coming up May 2nd. So a week before Boris Brescia, come and rock out with your something out with us at Speaker Box over in Tonglor. So we're heading to Tonglor. Got an amazing lineup. These are like
I was about to say,
de la creme.
I'm not going to lie. That is a pretty decent lineup. I've been to a lot of his comedy shows, and at least 3 out of 4 are very funny.
Are you including me or not?
3 out of 5 are very funny. 3 out of 6 are very funny.
They're all very funny, okay? And it's going to be a great show. And we also have 2 live bands that are coming, too, to play like the classics like Green Day, Incubus, Offspring.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. Yeah. And then we have like another voodoo-style band as well. It's going to be a really fun one. Yeah. Tickets for that are also going to be in the description below.
I can guarantee 4 out of 6 are very funny.
That's an honest opinion that I disagree with, Jay, but that's okay. All right, let's get into the news. Our first story of the day, it takes us down to our favorite city, Jay, where I was yesterday. Shout out to Breathe, Strength, and Mobility. Some of these guys could probably stand to go there. But a Pattaya bar fight leaves a German tourist injured. A violent late-night clash broke out in Pattaya's Soi Buakhao district at around 2 a.m. on April 22nd, leaving a 44-year-old German man injured after 2 British tourists were accused of attacking him. I don't think there's much to accuse of. You can kind of see it. Witnesses said the confrontation began inside a bar where the pair were allegedly shouting insults and boasting before the dispute spilled outside near Soy Honey. The victim's girlfriend said the man also insulted her, spat at her face, and continued the assault even after he fell to the ground. Bystanders, bar staff, and motorcycle taxi riders stepped in to stop the attack, but the 2 suspects had already fled before police arrived. Officers have opened an investigation and are reviewing footage, although no formal complaint has been filed as of this time. Boy, you got to love the woman getting in there, throwing elbows and stuff.
Yeah, to get some free hits in.
Boom, it's the land of Muay Thai, dude. You don't mess with people. Look at her go. I think the onus of culpability is on the people who fled the scene, right?
Yeah.
Like if you are the one sitting there waiting for the police to arrive, you probably have the law on your side.
That's true.
If you run away.
Yeah, I want to put a disclaimer out. Like, guys, don't get into fights and don't hurt people. Just enjoy your time in Thailand. That being said, these videos in general are very difficult to watch, especially when you get like, you know, a guy who's like well trained and like a lethal weapon and he's just like very accurate and just like, knocks someone out. But then you get videos like this where 80% of the shots are just missed.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point it's almost like, how are you just punching the air? Like, just calm down, take a breath.
Yeah,
focus.
it makes it funnier, I gotta say. Like,
Right? I mean, at this point, if you don't laugh at it, you're just gonna be sad and frustrated and cry. So
look,
don't fight, guys. Don't do it.
let's just hope for justice. And just how useless are these moments?
There's a
So
lot of
silly.
Muay Thai training in Pattaya. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't
just saying.
You never know when elbow's gonna come flying at you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, next story, dude.
Our next story. Our next story talks about a Phuket airport motorbike drop-off that triggers online backlash. Two foreign men drew criticism after they were seen leaving rental motorcycles outside the passenger terminal at Phuket International Airport, despite signs banning motorcycles and parking in the area. Photos shared online showed them unloading their belongings from the bikes, transferring them to airport trolleys, and then walking into the terminal to continue check-in. The images quickly led to complaints from Thai social media users, many of whom questioned why security staff did not intervene. Some commenters argued that enforcement often appears tougher when Thai offenders are involved, while others pointed that similar behavior has happened before with rental vehicles. The incident turned into a wider debate, not just about the men's actions, but airport enforcement. Airport enforcement?
Yeah, Look, I don't know what they're talking about double standards for Thai people. I don't know any Thai people that would do this.
True.
I have to say. This seems like a strictly Farang type behavior, foreigner type behavior, excuse me. Yeah, dude. Easy no-no. Like, what do you just leave your bike there? Why have you not made arrangements to get to the airport? Love that he's not wearing a shirt,
Did they even go back and return the bike, or
No,
they just
that's the
left
point.
it?
They
Oh,
just
they
left
just
it
left
there.
it there.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
What the hell?
That's BS.
Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super not cool, and unfortunately becoming super typical of a lot of the, the high quality tourists that are coming here. At least there were no violence involved, but it's still like, come on, guys, like a little bit of a scumbag move.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I keep going back. This thing that Travis Leon said, it keeps sticking in my mind. These antisocial behaviors where people just are only concerned about their own world and how everything should be as convenient for themselves in a lot of Western mentalities. Not just Western, but like, other parts of the world where Asia is so much more community-oriented, like social harmony kind of thing. And this is exemplary of that.
Subscribe for more,
phenomenon.
baby. It's I believe it's Travis Leon.
What did I say? I thought that's what I said.
I thought you said Travis Leon.
No. Leon would be like with an E at the end. Travis Leon. It's just my American accent throwing you off, I guess. All
I'm
right.
with you, man.
Yeah. Let's move on, guys. We got our foreigners behaving badly. It's time for some men of the cloth.
Oh no.
Not doing so well. A former Abbot was handed a 50-year sentence over temple funds scandal. A Thai court has sentenced former Abbot don't know how to pronounce that last name, also known as Tidyam, to 50 years in prison for embezzling more than 2 billion baht from Wat Rai King temple funds. The verdict was delivered on April 21st by the Central Criminal Court for corruption and misconduct cases in Taling Chan, with the former monk convicted on 19 counts. Investigators began digging into the temple's finances in mid-2025 after complaints emerged, with undercover officers reportedly posing as monks during the inquiry. Authorities said they found evidence that temple money had been misused between 2021 and 2024, with at least 300 million baht diverted. In addition to the prison term, the court ordered the repayment of 28 million baht, making one of the most serious financial scandals to hit Thailand's Buddhist establishment in recent years. 2 billion baht, like,
Yeah.
50 years, that's a life sentence, dude. Like, that guy's not getting out of jail.
Yeah.
For sure.
How much more did he want? He could have easily ran away a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, at a certain point, you just become like smog, right? You're just like a dragon sitting on your pile of gold. I don't get the greed, man. But then, that's what's so egregious about it is taking advantage of people's faith in order to make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only they were like the Catholics, where they display all of their gold and wealth all the time. Like,
Yeah. Look at my jet.
Yeah. Monks are like supposed to be ascetic. And
I bought it in the name of God. I bought it so I could fly closer to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Check out this drip, this papal drip, dude. Anyways, 50 years is quite a sentence. I've seen murders go for less. You know what I mean? So interesting that they're taking it this seriously.
Yeah. They should, though. I mean, he was quite a big, high-ranking monk, too.
Very egregious financial crimes, for sure. So, this is probably a warning to all other monks that would be embezzlers.
Yeah.
Maybe don't do it.
Don't do it. All right. Our next story talks about more monks, this time in Korat, where a probe has launched after men in monk robes seen drinking and sniffing glue. Gotta do what you gotta do. Officials in Nakhon launched an inspection after a video spread online showing a group of in monk-like robes allegedly drinking alcohol and sniffing glue near a public area. The footage was reported from a spot near a Bodhi tree along the city moat behind Provincial Administrative Organization, prompting concern over damage to Buddhism's image. When officers from the Provincial Buddhism Office, police, and local monastic representatives checked the site, the men seen in the video were no longer there. However, they found used glue bags, glue containers, bottles of white alcohol, some mats and pillows for comfort, and cooking equipment at the location. Authorities are now working urgently to determine whether the people involved were genuine monks or imposters dressed to resemble them. Alex, do you like to normally go to the park, sniff some glue, and wear dress up as a monk?
Lovely sounding Sunday to me, I gotta say. Look, the main issue here is that they were dressed like monks, right?
Yeah.
Sniffing glue, is that illegal in Thailand?
No, I don't know why someone would dress as monks to go and do that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a possibility that they were just some young monks. Also, sniffing glue, like who does that?
Yeah, that's
after like the age of 12.
I don't beats me. That's a tough one. They were cooking food, drinking, sniffing glue. It sounds like some stupid high school stuff.
Glue, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Thailand has some strong elephant glue.
Oh, and by the way, we're not even mentioning the fact that they littered too. They left all the evidence behind.
Yeah, that's BM.
Shame. But I'm curious to know whether this was actually monks or
allegedly. Alex. Allegedly,
we don't know. The madmen haven't been caught yet. But yes, that's my favorite part of the headline: sniffing glue. Come on, guys, do better.
Yeah, as Chris says, you bring the beer, bro. I'll bring the glue.
That's a deal. See you in Lumpini. All right, no, don't do that. Okay, on to our next story. We have a bit of a shocker down in Phuket, actually. A boat propeller is being blamed for a Phuket parasailing fall. Scary stuff. Investigators say a parasailing accident off Kamala Beach in Phuket on April 20th happened because a boat propeller cut the rope connecting the parachute to the speedboat. The incident gained attention after video posted online showed the rope snapping shortly after takeoff, sending a tourist and a parasailing assistant into the sea. Both fell from a low height and avoided injury, but the footage raised fresh concern about marine activity safety standards in Phuket. Authorities later said the parasailing operator had the proper permit. The staff held the required documents, and the driver tested negative for drugs. All good news. Even so, the case is added to the public calls for tighter oversight of adventure tourism activities on the island. How does a boat propeller do that? Isn't the boat propeller under the water? And shouldn't the rope be attached above the water? I'm not sure I buy the excuse, I gotta say.
Unless it flew up.
It looks like just a tension snap.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks like a tension snap to me. So I don't know why they're trying to... Because that means that the rope had not been maintained or something like that. That could mean more trouble for them.
It's an old rope, but at least thankfully the parachute was working.
Yeah. Well, I mean... there have been incidents where people have been in these things and fallen from like the peak height and not made it. So this was lucky that it snapped early.
Yeah.
Because they were able to, just have a quick little belly flop and walk away unscathed.
Yeah, the water's not even deep enough for him.
But yeah, that was definitely very lucky on Canned Mayhem, because definitely could have been much worse if that had happened at a higher altitude. Could have ended in death. So they got lucky on this one, man. But boy, you don't want to. That makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it, Jay?
Yes, I have. In Patong, Phuket, but a couple of times when I was younger. But it's fun. Not gonna lie, it's very fun to do it. But I never bungee jumped because I never trusted the equipment in Thailand. I was like, I feel like no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, glad they're okay at least. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're going to move on to our next story that takes us to Bang Saray, where the festival clip ends in fine for viral dancer.
This is our ladyboys behaving badly.
There we go. Police in Sattahip tracked down a 32-year-old ladyboy after a Songkran festival video from Bang Saray, Chonburi went viral online. Officers said the footage showed groups of revelers wearing revealing clothing, dancing to loud music, and behaving in ways considered unsuitable for a public family-oriented celebration. I thought that was the entirety of Songkran, but one person in the clip was seen removing parts of their clothing while dancing on a vehicle. That's not allowed. With alcohol said to have played a role in the incident.
Surely.
After being summoned for questioning, the individual admitted attending the event drinking and going too far, while also apologizing for the behavior. Police then issued a fine under public indecency provisions following complaints from residents and observers. All right, fairly quick resolution. At least they admitted it. They said, I'm sorry.
Look, she was feeling herself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta hang out with your...
Yeah. A lot was spent
Not sure what she had
for
out.
the curves.
Yeah, exactly.
For the junk and the trunk.
Right, that's for sure. This is not. This is
When
these
you
are my
got it,
assets, dude.
flaunt
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, at least she came in. She turned herself in. She paid the fine. She apologized. Sorry.
Yeah.
A little too drunk. Who hasn't been there?
Yeah.
You know, we're going streaking. No, just me. Damn it. That's a rough move.
Yeah.
Name that movie, Jay.
What? Say that again.
Will Ferrell. We're going streaking.
Which one? He's got like 50.
The one where he says we're going streaking.
Which one is it?
It's old school. Never seen Old School?
No, I have not seen Old
I
School.
thought you were of my vintage. No,
I
quite
apologize,
apparently. All right, let's take a quick fast break.
Yeah.
We're getting to our last two stories of the day, guys. Okay.
Welcome back. On the topic of when you got it flaunted, I understand why people try to take their clothes off as much as possible because it's so much work.
Yeah, you're working hard at it, or you paying money for it, whichever it is. Like, there's effort. All right, let's move on to our. Okay, sorry, it's politics news. All right, we've had a lot of exciting stories, and don't worry, I'm going to give you a very entertaining final story.
Okay,
but we have to get a little bit of politics out of the way for our ASEAN story of the day. Thailand is pushing for a new chapter in relations with Myanmar. Thailand said talks with Myanmar's new leadership on April 22nd would focus on major bilateral and regional concerns, including border security, pollution, and Myanmar's possible path back into ASEAN. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Sihasak said the visit to Nap Khet Dao had three main aims, beginning with recognition of Myanmar's new government and support for a transition toward peace and dialogue. A second priority was boosting cooperation on border issues, transnational crime, scam operations, and drug trafficking affecting Thailand. The discussions also covered water and air pollution, as well as the reopening of border trade, which Thailand says makes up 80% of trade between the two countries. Thailand also voiced support for Myanmar's gradual return to ASEAN. This sits with me weird, because obviously there's been a big old civil conflict over in Myanmar. Many people, this is basically the Junta 1, more or less. But everybody just kind of wants a return to normalcy and stability, particularly because so many factions are relying on, say, like the drug trade or scam trade or other crime to fund their military efforts. So I don't know. It's such a sticky situation, and Thailand just trying to normalize what's going on for the sake of Thailand, obviously. I think. Obviously, it would be nice for Myanmar to be stable too, but it's had a lot of negative impacts on us over here. Anyways, let's get to our...
Don't have much to add on that one.
Sure. All right. Well, here, I gave you a really fun one to end on, Jay.
All right, here we go. Our last story talks about a family turns a funeral into a farewell celebration in Nakhon Thammarat. How would you like to be remembered when it's all over? Well, a family in Nakhon Thammarat hired 3 dancers to perform in front of a coffin during a funeral on April the 20th, saying they were carrying out the deceased man's final wish. The man, 59-year-old Winit, was described by relatives as cheerful, lively, and widely respected in the community. They said he had previously told them not to mourn heavily when he died and had specifically asked for dancers to appear at his funeral. The performance, held after monks completed the funeral rites, of course, was live streamed online and drew strong reactions from viewers. Some praised the family for respecting his wishes, while others said the scene was a little inappropriate, especially with children and young people watching.
Oh, come on.
I love how the 2 little girls just literally just standing and watching, being like, Mom, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is this normal?
Just girls dancing. What do you want?
Yeah.
They're clearly of the go-go style. I will say, this is my one complaint. Very, very happy the family respected his wishes. This is what the man wanted. He doesn't want you to be sad. He wants you to have a good laugh at it and celebrate the life. And this is a life celebration.
There you go.
Here's my big complaint. I guess one girl's getting down all right, but this is typical of many, many dancers in Thailand. They just do the kind of like,
I don't know what dance shows you were going to, but
Where are you seeing? You're not seeing good shows, my friend. If you've been to Florida, the strip club capital of the world, you would know.
Okay.
There's better effort put into things.
But then again, I think that there's better earning there, isn't there?
Sure, maybe.
You're
I don't
not
know.
getting too excited for 20 baht
Which
notes.
comes first? It's chicken or the egg. You know what I mean? Like, if you put in the effort, maybe you'll get 100 baht notes,
fair,
500 baht notes. Who knows?
Sure.
All right.
Anyways, how would you like to be remembered? Have you ever thought about this?
Yeah, I have.
A nice, intimate little bar where all your loved ones gather together, where
Definitely
everyone
want people to get drunk. That's what I would.
Yeah,
want, for
everyone
sure.
takes the
Like,
moment
I
to
do
come
want
and have
that.
a shot and share their best Alex story.
Yeah, I don't want it to be that. That's the thing. I'd rather just be focused, and then like the memories happen incidentally with commiseration, rather than like look at here I am, and everybody come up and be sad and cry over my body.
No,
kind of
not
thing.
over your body. I mean, it was just like a picture of you or something.
Sure. Yeah, just party, dude. Have a party.
Yeah.
Throw me in
I
the
never
garbage.
understood the whole
kidding.
open casket, like.
Yeah. I've
Come
been
up
to some.
to your body and be like, man, even today,
Yeah.
I want to try to like you, but I just don't.
I've seen some open casket things, and it is never not creepy to me. I gotta say, it's never not creepy.
I've never experienced that. I don't even know what that would be like. Like I find that. I just find that kind of scary a bit. Like, yo,
It's creepy. It's not for me. Cremate me, I think, and sprinkle me into everybody's drinks. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Chris, the 21 gun salute. Yeah, especially if you know the person or are related to them, that could be a very emotional.
Because that one's typically like a sacrifice or something like that. Like that's tough. But yeah, I'm with Can Mayhem though. Irish wake.
Is that what that's called? The shot one?
No, you haven't. You just drinking a lot of whiskey.
Oh, okay.
And then giving your Irish goodbyes, just leaving
go.
what you done. Wow.
Oh no.
Well, good. Yeah.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. There are, of course, a lot more stories on Thaiger.com on various different topics that you can find. And you can get involved in the conversation at
ASEANnow.com.
that's Thailand's largest English news forum.
It is. Don't forget to get tickets. Boris Brescia coming to Color on May 9th. You can find the link for those tickets in the description below. Also for Rock and Roll Comedy happening a week before on May 2nd over at Speaker Box in Tongler. Oh, and by the way, I have an open mic tonight on Soy 33 at All Time High. So if you're looking for some comedy or something to do tonight, you can also check that out as well. For now, we will say goodbye to everybody who's watching us on YouTube and say hello to all of the live audience. See ya.
Like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thethaiger.com and join the conversation.